All right, guys, we're here. We are finally going to finalize our Sweet 16 of this Back to Basics bracket. We are trying to determine, we, meaning the hobby, is voting on the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel. Under the community tab, we are voting on the greatest Michael Jordan 1990s base card of all time. We started with a field of 64. After today's video, it will be reduced to only 16. Only 1/4 of those original participants remain. We've got 8 matchups today to see which of these cards get into the final half of the Sweet 16. So we're going to get 8 winners and 8 losers today, and then we'll have some closure, and then we'll have a very digestible quantity of 16 cards to see who will win this race to the finish to determine the greatest Michael Jordan 90s base card of all time. Enjoy the video. Guys, I'm holding in my hands the 50th issue of Basketball Card Fanatics magazine, and it's the most badass cover yet. It's a compilation. It's an aggregate of all of the prior issues. Issue number 50. You're behind. You don't have the first 50 issues. Guess what? You can go buy them. You can purchase a digital copy of every single issue that's ever been created at bcfmag.com. Use the promo code Cajun, and you'll save 10% on your order. While you're at it, I highly suggest a 1-year subscription. It's $120, but with the Cajun promo code, you get 10% off that as well. Who doesn't want 12 mail days of these beautiful Basketball Card Fanatics magazines? I can't wait to see who's on the cover each month. I read it cover to cover. It's a can't miss in the hobby. Tell them Cajun Cardboard sent you by using the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N. All right, guys, here we go. Let's look at the results. Let's look at the voting. I had to do this a little bit early, as you guys know. This is Thanksgiving here in America, so if you're watching from abroad, happy Thanksgiving to you. If you don't know what that means, Americans eat a lot, we get really fat, then we complain, then we have acid reflux, then we sit down and we watch football, but football's so boring, it puts us to sleep. So that's what this week is about. I'm at work, I'm doing content, trying to be the greatest content creator in the history of the basketball card hobby. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the voting results that you guys voted on for 8 really epic matchups from the round of 32. We'll get 8 winners out of this matchup of 16 cards, and we will complete our Sweet 16, and then we will go from there. Again, voting for the Sweet 16 cards to see which cards get into the Elite 8. We're getting to the nitty-gritty now. We're getting to the really nut-cutting time. The voting for the next 8 matchups to create the Elite 8 will be on Monday at 9 a.m. Central through next Wednesday on the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel under the community tab. Just go look. It'll be 8 matchups from all 4 brackets now. We're going to get all the way down to the Elite 8, and then we'll do Final 4, and then we'll go from Final 4 to Final 2, and from Final 2 to Final 1, and we'll figure out which card is the best 90s Michael Jordan base card of all time. There are some real big surprises today, so buckle up, get ready. I've got screen share on. As you guys know, there is a editable bracket for you if you want to do your own bracket, or if you want to follow along with us in the YouTube description to this video, you'll be able to do that. So I am going to zoom in a little bit. Today, we're getting our Final 4 out of the Tarheels bracket and our Final 4 out of the Team USA bracket. So let me do this. Let me go to 200. Let's go to, let's go. No, that might be too much. Is that too much? No, that's good. That's good. Okay, no, that's going to be too much. Let me go to 125. All right, here we go. Let's get to the Cajun Cardboard YouTube polls, and here they are. First one, blowout, no surprise here. Well, a little bit of a surprise, honestly. I'll be honest with you. I'd have voted for the 90s Skybox number 41. I would have voted for that one. I think that one is different than all the others. I do think the 96 Flair Showcase Row Zero is badass. Don't get me wrong, but I honestly would have voted for the 90s Skybox number 41, but 96 Flair Showcase Row Zero in a massive landslide, 68 to 32%. After 170 votes, not really close. So what we'll do is we're going to pull this Darrow down right here. We're going to go to Flair Showcase Row Zero, and we're going to put it in. So it's through to the round of 16 remaining. Next was a huge, really epic, really close matchup, 187 votes. Let me refresh it just to be safe, and let me make sure we get this right, because I don't want to get this wrong. Here we go. 51-49. The 1993 finest prevails over the 1990 Fleer in the closest vote we've ever had in this tournament so far, this Back to Basics tournament. 93 finest gets through, 90 finest is out. Is that an upset? I mean, 90 finest is a really big time card. We can look at that card right here, up close and personal. There it is. Some people think this is one of the best images of Michael Jordan on any card. The rest of the card is sort of meh, you know, but the card itself, the image itself is big time. But 93 finest number 1 is through, and it will match up next round in the round of Sweet 16, fighting for an Elite 8 spot with the 1996 Flair Showcase row 0 up in the top right Tarheels bracket. Next, we just did that. Next, we've got a matchup that was an absolute ass whipping, and it is again another Flair Showcase card falls by the wayside. This one never had a chance because this 1997 Metal Universe Championship base number 23 might be the best of all the Metal Universe cards. I think all the Metal Universe cards are still remaining. I have to go back and check, but I think 97 Metal Universe, 97 Metal Universe Championship, as you see, is going through, and then I think also 1998 Metal Universe got through as well. So 3 for 3 on the Metal Universe. The same cannot be said for the Flair Showcase. We've had a couple of them fall by the wayside, including this one here today. 78-22, not close. Let's put the championship through. I think it's down here at the bottom, is it not? Yes, it is. So let's move the championship into the round of Sweet 16. There we go. All right, next we have the Flair Showcase row 1 destroys the 1996 Superman. So both Supermen are out. The 97 is out. The 96 is now out. The 97 Flair Showcase with that shimmer pattern in the background, really going to be a tough one. 97 Flair Showcase row 1 is through. Let's see if we can find it. Where is 97 Flair Showcase row 1? There it is. Let's put it through. It's in right there. We'll see who it matches up with in just 2 seconds. 96 SPX number 8 demolishes the Skybox Molten Metal. I was not expecting that. Again, this Molten Metal card is a really good looking card. Look, let's check it out together. Here it is right there. It's really hard to tell. This is not really a great image of it, but it's you know, it did not get through. The 96 SPX did get through, so let's put it in. That is going to be a nice matchup in the next round. I have a sneaky suspicion that 97 Flair Showcase row 1 will not be denied, and it's going to force its way into our Elite 8, but we shall see. Next matchup was the 97 SPX number 6 versus the 96 Metal Shredders, and another nail biter. I would have definitely voted for the 97 SPX. The 97 SPX, and I know it's got the sky, it's got the bronze, it's got the silver, it's got the gold. You know, it's got the grand finale. I would have personally put the 97 SPX through, but the hobby has spoken. And after 184 votes, the Metal Shredders, the subset card from 1996 Metal, gets through. So we'll put the Metal Shredders through if we can find it down here, I think. Here it is, and it's going to face up, oh, too bad, Metal Shredders. You're facing off with the 1997 Metal Universe Championship next week. And I don't suspect that will turn out very well for the Metal Shredders. Our next matchup was what I thought was going to be a lot closer. And again, I'm just telling you, I know we're supposed to be voting on aesthetics. We're supposed to throw value out the window. We're supposed to throw pack odds out the window. We're supposed to throw, you know, how important this set is out the window. We're supposed to just look at a card and say which one looks better. I have a sneaky suspicion people did not do that on this one, but Ultra Effort takes an absolute shellacking to the 1996 Finest Gold number 291. So Finest Gold 291 does go through to the next round. Here we are right here. Boom, it's through. And will it match up with the Skylights, or will it match up with the Stadium Club number 1? We're about to find out. Stadium Club number 1 gets through. Thank you, Patrick Ewing, because I think you're a big reason this card makes it through. Jordan vaulting off the back of Patrick Ewing takes down the Skylights number 466. I thought this would be a lot closer. I thought this was going to have maybe a 5% margin difference, 55-45, something really close like that, but 65-35 is not even really close. The Stadium Club number 1, the first ever Michael Jordan Stadium Club card number 1 goes through, and so you'll see 96 Finest Gold versus 92 Stadium Club number 1 next round. And then I think this is that is the last matchup. Okay, so here's what we have. Let me zoom out here, and maybe we'll go to 90% so you guys can kind of just see what we're working with here. So we've got 93 Finest number 1 versus 96 Flair Showcase 0. We've got 92 Stadium Club number 1 versus 96 Finest number 291. So 2 early Jordan cards versus first ever Finest and first ever Stadium Club versus 2 cards from 1996. And then down here in the round of 16, we have another Flair Showcase row 1 versus the 96 SPX number 8. And then we're going to have Metal Shredders versus Metal Universe Championship. Again, over here on the left side, just to remind you guys, we've got the 1998 Metal Universe versus the 1996 Topps Chrome. And then we've got the 1997 Metal Universe versus the 1998 Skybox Premium. And then up top, we've got the 97 EX 2001 versus the Electrified. And then we've got the 96 EX 2000 versus the 96 Flair Showcase row 1. So a lot of Flair Showcase, a lot of Metal Universe. Not much of a surprise there. If anything, there might be a little bit of surprise. There's not more Flair Showcase in here, but this is what we got to work with. The voting polls will reopen, guys. Remember, this is what we're working towards right here. The greatest Michael Jordan base card of the 90s of all time. The hobby is going to decide, not me. It's not. I have forgotten to vote every single week. Not that my vote would have changed anything in any of these polls, because it was separated by at least 3 or 4 votes, even in that closest one. But that's what it is. That's what we're working with. And again, if you guys want your own bracket, look, this is kind of what it looks like. If you want to see it big and bold, you guys can have your very own bracket. It's free. You can go just cut and paste it, and then you have it in Google Sheets, and you can do whatever you want. You could take cards in, you could take cards out. You could take closer looks at the card by clicking over here and then pulling the card up and then clicking it right there, and boom, it'll pull up all the images of all the cards on the side. All of this work was put together by the great Tyler. Tyler is ultimate_card_guides. Go find him on IG. All of his information is going to be in the description of this video. I say it every week. He's not paying me, but I think you guys do need to know that he does create some incredible card guides. That's why his tag is Ultimate Card Guides. Tyler puts together some of the best card guides in Excel with pictures, with modifiable, digestible, malleable data. Jordan, Kobe, Shaq, Iverson, Ken Griffey Jr., and then he does one called the Ultimate 90s Card Guide, where you can look at all sorts of different 90s basketball insert sets and get as much information as you possibly could ever try to process. But Tyler does a great job. All his info is going to be down below. His guides are very cheap. I think it's 15 bucks. Again, I don't get paid a penny. I'm just trying to help Tyler out because he put together this back to basics spreadsheet for me so I could do this project and share it with you fine folks. Thanks again. Video's over. Don't forget, vote Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we'll do another video just like this next Friday where we look at which cards got from the Sweet 16 into the Elite 8. Every Monday, voting begins. We'll go from 16 to 8 next week. We'll go from 8 to 4. We'll go from 4 to 2, and then we'll pick our champion, and hopefully we'll get a whole bunch of votes on that, and I'll put some stuff on Instagram as well to make sure we get a lot of votes to determine which of the cards that started in the field of 64 is the greatest Michael Jordan base card of the 90s. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.